him, why is it that when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu's case, the law is turned upside down? It's not about whether you like Nnamdi Kanu or you don't like Nnamdi Kanu or whatever it is that he's doing. That's not the issue. I mean, if people know me and Nnamdi Kanu, there's no love lost between us. We've had our public fights and all of that. Some of the way he does it, I totally do not, agree with them and stuff like that. But he has a right to ask that he wants his region to secede, and then it's for the process to go through. And if you've arrested him and you say he's committed a crime or whatever it is that you've arrested him for, it behoves on you to follow the law to the letter and do the prosecution. If it turns out that he's guilty, you punish him. If it turns out that he's innocent, you free him and allow him to go. But we have a situation that for years on end, Kanu Nnamdi has been arrested. He was arrested before. He was kept for a very long time in jail. At the end of the day, there was really no judgment against him, no real prosecution against him. He was allowed to go, and then finally again he was brought in. He was rearrested again during Buhari's administration, and right now it's even this illegitimate administration, what's his name now, TINUBU, he has been here. It's almost 2 years. By May, to be 2 years that he was here. So that's to say, for 2 years you've kept somebody incarcerated. You've not really had anything to do. He has said that the judge, your matter go. Is it by force we have to be on the case? The issue he has said, whether she has excused herself, he has asked for petition that she should not be, she's biased, she should not hold his case, which everybody has a right to. If you feel that a judge is biased towards you, you have a right to do that. What is going on? A lot of time, the same Nigerian court have said that he should be given bail. The Nigerian government refuses to give bail, and they come back to the same court again, and the whole charade of nonsense continues. I mean, it's frustrating, it's annoying. That's not the way you do things. Everything is all about justice and equity. The right thing must be done at every time. Whether you like someone, whether you don't like someone, it doesn't matter. What matters is justice and equity, and the right thing must be done. And I think at this point, really, every Nigerian, we should be asking the Nigerian government, why is it that when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu's case, you turn the law upside down? Why is it that the law is not followed to the letter? Why is his own case different? What is it? What is it? In short, I'm just remembering that means the way they say, haven't you done enough? What is it? What is it? The right thing must be done at all times, and that's it. And everybody must be treated equally. That's what is called rule of law. You don't apply rule of law differently to different people just because you feel like it or you want to do. No, this is not the case. And so please, whatever, if he has committed a crime, he has committed, fine. You have him there, charge him to court, prosecute him. If he's guilty, sentence him, let him face the full wrath of
indictment or anything. Because we know our Prime Minister didn't do anything wrong. He is doing exactly what we are doing. All the killings that the Southeast and South delegitimized governors are doing, that is what our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was preventing. That is what Nnamdi Kanu was preventing. And the whole world have seen how Finland took away our Prime Minister. And within that period, hundreds of innocent Biafrans have been murdered by Christopher Musa and TINUBU, using the reintegrated terrorists that they imported into the Nigeria territory. That is what is going on. And that is something that Biafrans have risen up and said, no more. So we are still waiting for Finland.
See, Igbo is not welcome in the country. And then that's why I see that any Igbo man agitating for secession has the right. Because if at this point, no development.
Yeah, David, good morning. Thank you for having you in the Waymaker channel this morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you, sir.
Yes, we want to get your view what happened yesterday in the House of Rep where chaos in the House of Rep. They almost threw blow for each other yesterday between the House of Rep of Southeast and the Northern region, saying that Igbos have been marginalized because it's part of what Nnamdi Kanu has been agitating for. Now they said there's no single budget going to Southeast. What do you have to say about it?
Thank you for that wonderful question. For me, I think it is really a show of shame. In a country where you have a major tribe is being sidelined, that see no development was captured in the Southeast. What a shame! And now this tells that see Igbo is not welcome in the country, and then that's why I see that any Igbo man agitating for secession has the right. Because if at this point, no development was being captured in the 2025 Southeast. Now, you being the speaker was telling them, the Igbo lawmakers, that they should wait for supplementary budgets. For how long should they continue waiting? And now this bring me back to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, that this was a man who saw the future, that nothing good will come out of these gimmicks, of this contraption, of this British company called Nigeria, because it is being ruled by the political class.
Now, David, I want to ask you a question. One will say that you are from Southwest here. You are defending these people as if you are Kalu or you are Uche. Whereas you are Southwest here. Well, let me ask you this question before you answer that. Now, is it that Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated with what he's fighting for abandoning the Biafra? Because we know that after the Biafra war within Nigeria, Nigeria government said no victory, no vanquish. But it's as if the Igbos are at the side of vanquish right now, because they are not even allowing them to go close to power. They are not allowing them to get what other regions are getting.
Thank you. That was just a mere statement from Gowan. No victor, no vanquish. But as it's today now, the Igbos are really languishing. The Igbos have been vanquished. As vanquished. If there's any word like that. Because nowhere in the world now depriving a region, millions of people development, do you know what it means? That is even worse off than to be vanquished. Already they have been vanquished. Now don't let them know that the same people who are holding Nnamdi Kanu in incarceration has deprived a ethnic group development. You know what development means? That every the good thing that was supposed to attract investors in that region has been placed on hold temporarily, because their region was not captured. And we have lawmakers who still believe in the unity of one Nigeria. If I were from the Igbo tribe, it is the time for me to start championing that all the lawmakers should be recalled. Every lawmaker from that extraction should be recalled. If I were from the Igbo extraction, they should be recalled, because what is the usefulness in the house? If you be a senator, a House of member, and yet you cannot attract one single project in the 2025 budget to your constituency, and will you come back 2027 and preach one Nigeria to me? Who does that? Because I think people too should not be gullible. If you cannot represent my interest, you claim that one Nigeria. You've been advocating for the unity of one Nigeria. But now it is time for me to enjoy dividends and the benefit of one Nigeria, and yet you've deprived me of that dividends, of that unity, and now you still want me to believe in the ideology of one Nigeria. Who does that?
Now, let me ask you a question. Uche Kalu is a deputy House of Speaker in that house. What is he doing that he cannot speak for his region? That these things doing to my region is unfair. One will say that you have interviewed most of the Igbos severally, and they call their leader a fulefu. That their leader betrayed them because of their personal interest. What do you have to speak to the leaders?
Mazi Uche Kalu is being imposed there by some elements, by some individuals, by the owners of the country. He is not working for the interest of the Igbos. If really is working for the interest of the Igbos, the deputy speaker of the house is entire region is being deprived of development, so he cannot come out and then speak against this. It shows he is not backing up for the interest of his people. He has his own diverse interest. That is what is saying. And then this brings me back to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. Is Kanu right?
Kanu is right.
Sir, I am not.
You asking me?
Yeah, yes, is a question. Now, is what Kanu is doing, is it being justified? In all of this put together, Nnamdi Kanu has been justified. Now, you claim that there are 3 major tribes in Nigeria, Wa, Zobia. Now, you only have Wa and then Zo. The Bia of it,
be removed.
Bia of it is not removed. Then that means that you now believe, now you now want the evil man, that when come to the the evil man should have faith. The evil man should believe that see, Nigeria is one. Where they have been deprived, that they cannot get close to they cannot get anywhere to near the seat of power.
Mm.
The power of rotation has always been the Hausas and
The
the
Yorubas.
Yorubas. The Igbo man has been excluded.
Mr. Dave, I wanted to take you to this question. One of the prominent men in the Yoruba land that we just lost, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, the president of Afenifere, may gentle soul rest in peace. He keeps shouting before he died, even before that general election, that it is time to allow the Igbos to bring what they have to the table. If really we want them that we are one Nigeria. Even before after his death, he also called President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. Now I want to ask you this question. With what you have said so far, do you think that Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have hand in what is happening?
Pa Adebanjo is a good nationalist. He's a good nationalist who truly spoke in the interest of democracy, in the interest of the common man, and in the interest, irrespective, that's why the fact he hails from the Southwest region. He had always been pushing for the Igbo presidency. It shows the man who has who believes in the Igbo presidency. But the question of the matter is, the Southeast leaders, are they also ready for Nnamdi Kanu to be released? Let's put away sentiment aside now. Let's put away those who are not from that region. The presidents have told them countless times that let the Southeastern governors come. Let us have a roundtable meeting. How many of you can short him Nnamdi Kanu for his release?
They all flew.
It is on the dailies. Go check the dailies. That the president summon them that let us have a meeting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. How many of the governors turn up? It is not coming out to the media to shout, release Kanu. Instead of them, do they want Kanu to be released? Knowing fully well that if Kanu is being released today, Kanu has this influence over all the governors and then the lawmakers. So you being a governor, they will not allow that to happen, because they know that if today Kanu is being released, their influence in that state would drop down. Even without being released, Kanu will give order. People of that region would obey Kanu order. Why? Because Kanu stood in for them when the FULANI were find them.
I wanted to ask you, David. I know you are familiar with most of the Igbo story. Right now, there is a video that is trending.
There's what?
There is a video that is trending now where Dr. ORABUEZE were accusing Bianca Ojukwu for betraying Biafran, because they said, according to the report, allegedly said that he played a major role by making sure that Samuel Ekpan is being kidnapped, and he doing so many harms to Biafran, because one look at him that he's a wife of Ojukwu, one will accept that he shouldn't have collected that appointment from Tinubu. But now that he has collected it, instead of use this opportunity and advise Tinubu what to do, Biafrans are crying, are complaining now that the woman is doing more harm, as Dr. ORABUEZE has said.
I think I have always maintained my stance, and I will continue to say on this, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought in Bianca Ojukwu into his government to be a spoiler to the Biafra agitation. It was actually at the right timing, knowing fully well that Biafra Convention is coming up at the Finland. You've seen that, despite all this fact that the president has initiated all processes to make sure that the Finland, that the Finnish government arrest Sam Ekpa. It was in no avail. The president was not successful in this. But when Bianca Ojukwu, being the wife of the late veteran Ojukwu, actually wrote a letter to the Finnish government citing that her husband, before the death of her husband dropped everything has to do with Biafra. That Samuel Ekpa is using that to scam the people.
You mean the letter she wrote to the Finland government?
Yeah, and then, yes, being the wife of
the founder of this agitation,
of the struggle, and now also being an ambassador. Finnish government had to act swiftly on that allegation. She was a major influence to the arrest of Samuel Ekpa.
So what you are trying to tell us now that many Biafran are saying that Tinubu is the culprit, that Tinubu does not have, and it's Bianca that do all this job.
Well, Tinubu has hand now, because it was Tinubu that brought in Bianca. If Tinubu has not brought in Bianca to be a spoiler, Bianca will not have petitioned the Finnish government. And then see, not just only that, she stated that when her husband died. After her husband dead, her husband stopped everything about Biafra. Her husband said that one Nigeria should remain. That was one of the context, the messages in the context she wrote to the Finnish government, and the Finnish government acted on it. So now, as it stands now, Bianca is a major spoiler to the Biafra government, and then the Igbos, and the Igbos will continue to be an enemy of themselves. Yes, because in spite of all this happening, the Igbos are still agitating for the unity of one Nigeria. I am surprised. Despite all.
Thank you, Mr. David, for having you this morning. I'm surprised because some Igbos, greedy Igbos, self-interest Igbos are still calling for one Nigeria despite everything that is happening to them. I want to sincerely appreciate you for having you in this channel this morning, and we look forward to seeing you on this channel.
No,
Thank you so much for having you, Mr. David.